Hey Dungeon Masters, want a little payback for all those times your players have driven you crazy? I've got just the thing. It's a one-shot adventure which is sure to fool and delight your players, all while demonstrating why no person at the table is to be trusted, especially the DM. I'm Double Crit Fail and I'll give you a full rundown of the adventure, but first, since we're being a little evil, let me get a little more into character.
Ah yes, there we go. Now I feel a little more evil.
Nope. We are cutting this. I will wear the robe, but I am not doing that voice. Anyways, I call it The Quest for the Floris Opal, an approximately 3-hour one-shot for party levels 5 to 7, and it has a very simple premise and a very dirty trick which you, as the DM, will pull on your players. You see, you start by going to your first player, and you ask if they'd be willing to be a secret spy for the BBEG, turning on the rest of the party. Then, you go to your second player, and you ask them if they'd be willing to be a secret spy for the BBEG, turning on the rest of the party. Then you go to the third player, and you say it along with me, you ask if they'd be willing to be a secret spy for the BBEG, turning on the rest of the party, until you've recruited every single player to be your conspirator, and you're left with a party of turncoat spies, each unaware of the other's intentions, and each ready to betray their friends. Now, you might think, sounds interesting, but surely not all of my players would agree to turn on the rest of the party and side with the BBEG. Well, firstly, bless your heart. Secondly, I tested it out with my D&D group, and every single player, without exception, jumped at the chance to betray their friends. It's fun to be sneaky. Little do they know, you are 2 steps ahead of all of them. So, let's give a rundown of the quest for the Floris Opal, starting with a little bit of lore.
The long-lost Floris Opal is an object of primal natural magic, named after its power to make those around it flourish. Its owners have seen their lands prosper, their fortunes boon, and good luck rain down upon them. Some speculate that the Floris Opal is the source of spring itself, but disaster struck centuries ago when it was stolen by a dark god of treachery named Draxus. The Floris Opal was thought lost to time until just recently, when an adventuring party comes across a promising lead. They hear rumors of a newly discovered ruin, thought to be a temple of Draxus, and potentially the location of the Floris Opal. If the party could recover it and return it to the hands of good, it could lead to peace and prosperity all across the realm.
Draxus, of course, can't let that happen, which is why he has recruited his loyal spy to get to the Floris Opal first and destroy it. And mind you, every single person in your party thinks that they are that spy. The adventure opens in the ravines of the Highlands, with the party having traveled for several days to track down Draxus' temple, and, to their good fortune, they have finally found it. Unfortunately, at the door lies a slumbering troll adorned with shiny armor and a big spear, who also wears a golden key around its neck. Does the party fight the troll or sneakily steal the key to bypass the encounter altogether? Regardless of what they do, they'll soon find themselves within the temple. The first room they enter is the main hall. Here, they see mosaics of both Draxus and the Floris Opal, giving the party great hope that they are finally in the right place.
The party ventures forth to the next room, coming to a T-shaped junction. To the right is an iron gate, beyond which is a door at the end of the hallway. To the left, a set of double doors. As soon as the last party member steps into the room, the door behind them slams shut, and the set of double doors to the right bursts open. Out barrels a whirling, twirling, dicing mechanical monster, heading directly for the party. The adventurers will likely run for the gate, which will open with a moderate sleight of hand or strength check, DC 10. As the death trap draws closer, the players will rush to the door at the end of the hall, only to feel the ground drop from beneath them. Players failing a DC 16 dex save fall into a 20-foot pit, taking 2d6 falling damage and 2d6 piercing damage from the spikes below. Players who make it past the pit trap find the door at the end of the hall to be a fake. As they turn around and face the oncoming trap, it passes through them harmlessly, being merely an illusion.
Unfortunately for anyone in the pit trap, the spikes are very real. With the hallway traps cleared, the party can enter the double doors to the left, where they find themselves in a hall lined on each side by mirrors. Above, a sign reads, "Not all are who they seem." And that's what we call foreshadowing. As they pass the mirrors, they see themselves distorted.
Those with a keen perception may realize that their reflections are ever so off from their own movements. Next, the PCs turn the corner and enter a labyrinth, but as they do so, magical darkness envelops the room. The sound of mirrors shattering echoes through the halls. Now, the adventurers must navigate through the labyrinth in total darkness, but each time they come to a dead end, they experience an unsettling phenomenon pulled from a D12 list of options. And you, dear DM, will use this opportunity to call for multiple perception checks. Low rolls inform the players that they notice nothing, while high rolls reveal the feeling of being watched. Make lots of these perception checks, with each success revealing the unseen threat is getting closer. These rolls don't do anything, they're just to make the players paranoid, but sometimes dirty tricks, that's the DM way. After finally navigating through the maze, the players come to a room of 5-foot squares, each containing a letter. A sign in the room states, "Uncover the secret." That's what we call more foreshadowing. To navigate across the room, players must follow the path of the word traitor. Stepping on the wrong letter deals a character 2d6 lightning damage. Utilizing flight to circumvent the puzzle triggers a glyph casting Gust of Wind, requiring a DC 18 strength save to prevent the PC from being thrust into the jagged walls for 3d6 bludgeoning damage. This means the most surefire way to get across safely is to walk the path of the traitor. By the way, you probably have noticed that we're really playing into one of the characters being a traitor thing, and that's the idea. Since every party member thinks that they are the only traitor, it's fun and interesting to see how they handle the pressure of not being exposed. It's all part of the game. The next room features an abandoned kennel, where 4 stone lions sit in each corner. As the players approach the golden door at the opposite side of the room, the 4 stone lions spring to life and attack the players until each statue is destroyed. Finally, the players come to the last room, and the climax of the adventure. Here, they find a grand treasure room featuring a stone dais with a pedestal at its center, on which sits the Floris Opal. Anyone rushing for the Floris Opal will find an impenetrable force field protecting it, but they also notice when they step on the stone dais that it clicks beneath their feet, causing the force field to flicker. When every player has stepped on the dais, the force field drops completely. As soon as the force field drops and any player makes a motion for the orb, tell the party to roll for initiative. Then watch as your players grab, slash, and fight for control of the Floris Opal, until finally, one player fulfills their destiny of ultimate betrayer by smashing the magical artifact to pieces. And that's when its deep secret at last is revealed. Amidst the pieces of debris of the Floris Opal lies a piece of parchment. When any player reaches for it, the parchment flutters up as if carried by the wind, and in golden glowing letters reveals the words Floris Opal, which slowly rearrange themselves to reveal the parchment's true secret message: April Fools. And thus ends the quest for the Floris Opal. So, do you want to run this adventure? If so, I'll soon have all of the assets on a Discord link shared down below. There you'll find the adventure guide and high-res map to the full adventure, including stat blocks, room descriptions, and even an alternative ending revealing the true identity of Draxus, all available for free. If you like it, you can support me by sharing and liking this video, and subscribing and ringing the bell to be notified when I release more videos just like this. Also, please let me know in the comments if you plan to run this adventure, because I'd love to hear how it goes. So, go out, cause a little chaos, and have fun tricking your players. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.